kitchen table, a TCG. We're here today with a Crucible of War, Flesh and Blood, estimated box current market price value. Today is Saturday, December 19th of 2020. Currently a sealed box of Crucible of War, and I'm trying to use eBay sold listings. I'll tell you why. I feel like eBay is I use TCG Player, and I always copy those prices. Like, I always look at both, but eBay kind of seems like it's right now one of the best places to see what things are actually selling for. So these are kind of a culmination of eBay sold listing prices, along with looking back at TCG Player and kind of comparing to make sure nothing was off. Right here on the screen where I'm moving my mouse, you'll see in a minute the box EV calculation. I'm going to show you how I got there and my thoughts on everything. Right now, a sealed box is selling for about $450. So we're going to take a shot to see if that is currently a fair market price or if that is inflated by people who are hoarding. My belief here is that most people who are buying singles are buying them for decks. I know there are some people who are buying, especially the cold foils, for investments. But the question is this kind of a market that is inflated right now, or is this price actually fair? Is this actually a fair price based on what is in the box? I think you might be surprised in a minute. So, Arknight Shard, I've got it $2,500. I'm actually going to pull that one up on the side here and show you eBay. Sorry about this. Arknight Shard sold listings. Currently, the lowest one is the lowest offered is $8,000, which is ridiculous. I'm going to hit sold listings here for you and show you. I hate how you have to do this like 3 times to get to go. This is where I'm getting this price. I'm assuming this best offer wasn't lower than this. And so I'm guessing it's around $2,500, what the current price is. And then Cheyenne is about the same thing. It was about $1,200 as a sold listing. It was about the same kind of thing I had to do there. The Tunic is running about $160. And then the cold foil, and this is where we get kind of questionable. These are sold listings as of yesterday or today, or the furthest back I went was the 17th of December. And so these are actual sold listings on eBay, and there were like Bloodsheath Skeleton, that was only a TCG Player one. I couldn't find one on eBay. I think there was another one of these that wasn't on eBay. So these seemed a little bit high to me when I was looking at them, but they are sold listings in the official marketplaces. So that's where these are. You got Courage running about $250, Skullhorn about $350. That was one that was only on TCG Player. I think the lowest sold, or the highest sold on eBay, was only $50, so $50. So nobody on eBay had one listed at that price. All these are Gambler Gloves, $400, Crater Fist, $200, Perch Grapplers, $350. Everything's, fluctuating around there. Everything's about over $200 for all the Majestics, and then all the rares float anywhere from $30 to $50. And then I also went ahead and went through the Rainbow Foil. 20 Blade, you've got 20 Blade here for about $200. This is the full art, the extended art. I went through and did all the rainbow foils too, and I did the hero promo cards. I did not actually calculate that into the box EV because it was hard to calculate, but I did all the Majestic rainbow foils, sold listings, eBay the last 3 days. That's where I'm going. I'm trying to gauge here what the reaction of the market was, and so that's what we're doing. So what I did here then, average cold foil with the legendaries. This is does not include Spring Tunic. I'll show you where I kind of included Spring Tunic, and there might be a better way to do that. This isn't perfect science, but average cold foil cost with the legendaries is $261. So your average price there, if you open a box right now, if you include those legendaries in your calculation, you'll be at $261. If you do not include those cold foils, the legendaries in your calculation, you're at $128. That's what the value of that slot is. the average of the legendaries. So if you are going for that, your average price of those legendaries is about $1,200, and this is just the average price. So a lot of people have been saying like the Spring Tunic is probably in there twice as much as Cheyenne or Arknight. I don't really have any way to calculate that, so that's another place where this might not be perfect. And your average Majestic foil price is sitting right under $20, about $19. And then what I didn't go through and find the actual prices. I just kind of took what I thought. It seems like the Majestic price is about a third of the Majestic foil price. So that's what that number is. And then I did look at rares. I've been selling rares all day for $1.50 on TCG Player. So that's kind of where I put that. And then the foil rare, I just did the same thing. That's 3 times the price, around 3 times the price. So that's where we are. And here's the what you've been you've come here for is this box EV, is this number that's right here in white going to mark up with this $450? So what I've done here is you have 1 cold foil per box, right? You have about an average of, I kind of look back on my box openings. This might be high. It might be good. Majestic per box price of about 7 per box is kind of where I was averaging. There were some boxes where I got 10. There were some boxes where I got 5. Foil Majestic per box, it seemed it landed around 2. And then I kind of just put in 35 rares. You get 24 packs. That's 48 cards. If some of those are Majestic, 7, so kind of 35 rares is where I landed, and then 5 foil rares. And then I put in for this cold foil price, I used without the legendaries. Just so you know, like this cold foil price, this box calculation is going to put the legendaries not in the cold foil slot, but instead I put this 1 out of 10 box chance at a legendary, and I use the average price of the legendaries. So that's what we are. Let's see where we are here. I'm going to change this to black. And there we go, $412.75. So I was surprised. I thought when I started this little project that we would see that number be a lot lower compared to the sealed price. I thought the sealed price was a little bit high. I thought that it did not necessarily reflect what people were paying for the cards, and that this was just investors hoarding sealed product. Which I'm sure part of it is that. But if you were to open a box that you paid $450 for, right now on average you would only lose $40, according to my calculations. So that's kind of crazy to me. I'm not telling you to open your boxes, but if you do hit one of these kind of higher cards, you're going to pay for yourself because these Majestics kind of add a lot of value. You're going to get, let's pretend that you don't get any cold foils, right? Which you will. Let's pretend you don't get any cold foil now, and that you don't get a legendary. You're going to get $155 back, right? Oh, I guess I was wrong. So if let's say you don't get a legendary, $284, that's kind of a hit. I don't know that I would take that risk, honestly. 1 in 10 chance. So I don't know. I'm not telling you to open your boxes. I'm definitely saying though, there is value in the other slots. There is value if you are a gambler and want to go after these legendaries. If you have 10 boxes that's the thing. It's all about how many boxes you open. If you have 10 boxes on average, you could break even, probably about close to that. As long as you hit that legendary. If you don't, then you're kind of screwed. So that just wanted to give you some insight. We are kind of a week out of the big Crucible War changes into price. This is current market prices, what I'm seeing, and what I believe to be sold listings. They are sold listings on eBay, and what I believe to be the current box EV calculation of a first print of Crucible of War. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. It means a lot. I've been working on these lore videos since those don't get as many views as these market updates. I enjoy both sides of this. I love the financial side of trading card games, and I really want to get into the lore side as well. So make sure you check out that video that I posted earlier today. But box EV looks like a $412.75. Hope you have a great day.